Greetings, um, um, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever this time you may be tuning us in around the world. Um, uh, Maybe you're not, maybe you're getting us on the replay, but um, I'm so grateful that you have decided to spend your time with us. But um, it's fun um, that you should decide to maybe start the new year with our podcast. But um, it's before I jump into it, I want to tell you a few things. But here's a quick reminder: in a few more weeks, I'm planning to rename the show to the Stroke Thrivers Podcast. That name matches the heartbeat of the community. People who keep going, people who adapt, people who rebuild. So that's why I'm going to change the name. And second, why I do this show is manifold. Um, uh, I want to share with you what's in my heart or on my mind, or maybe both. Um, I want to. I'm curious, and I want to share with other people that are curious things that I find fascinating, or I think you would find fascinating. And three, I practice. And way back when I had the first stroke, it took out my speech center, and I had aphasia, which is getting better. But when in the first year, I had an outpatient speech therapist, and when I was graduating from her, she told me I had to go out and speak with the public, and I didn't realize what she meant until about 4 years ago. I realized, oh, go out on the social media and talk to people. Uh, Try, do, stumble, but do it. And do your best to make them understand you. So I practice. So that's why I do this show, and I hope it is helpful for you. Third, way back um, when I started this idea of practicing and uh, getting out in front of the public, I started posting. And I finally um, put them all together in a book, and I published the Stroke Survivors First Aid Kit. And um, it was a great journey, and it still is a wonderful journey. I still share it with others. I talk about it. I go out and give speeches about it, and it's a wonderful to get with others and talk about these things. Many things that are in this book that I posted about, they apply to everybody, but I focus on stroke thrivers. And anyways, I did that. And then about 2 months ago, I came in and published my second book, the Word Search for Stroke Recovery book, Volume 1. Volume 1 is the easiest. And I started, when it was early in my recovery, I started using word search books, and they were really helpful. They made me reconnect my mind, the words, and my voice. And I hope that people will find them helpful when they do. So I do that. And it's funny, way back when, maybe almost 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, anyways, a while ago, I was taking part in a study. It was really a focus group, and the director, who's a PhD, a physical therapist at University of Michigan, and he was giving his introductory comments. He talked a lot about stroke survivors. And it just suddenly hit me funny. And that was what I always referred to myself after the strokes. I talk to me, people, I was a stroke survivor. And when I realized the problem with survivor, when we use words to define our world, survivors just speaks of status quo. It didn't speak, which I would for more, reaching out higher. So I realized really the word I need is thrivers. And I specifically ended it in OR instead of ER because I wanted to connect with survivors but thrive. And I hope that you will start to take that to heart so much so I commissioned various people to um, do these different designs. And I think I have 13 of them so far and more coming. But this one is Never Stop Fighting, Stroke Thriver Awareness. And, um, and when you have, when you're wearing that and people see it, they stop because you interrupt their pattern and you provide them with an opportunity to ask you more. And you can talk about what it means to be thriving when you had a stroke. And um, I hope that it provides an opportunity for you and them, and especially it can talk about prevention of stroke. Because I have a mission that blood clot strokes, I will eradicate blood clot stroke forever. Not just me, everybody, because it would be wonderful if we stopped worrying about that. So, uh, so if you want to get some, you can jump on your browser and type in tinyurl.com/stroke hyphen designs. That'll get you to my designs and my books. You can be in the same place and type tinyurl.com/stroke hyphen books. So give them a try. What the heck? All right. Oh, and the last thing I want you to remember, it was from a previous session, when you change your words, your body and your brain, and your actions, and all three will line up over and over repeatedly, you will change. And that's so important because if you just have the words, because words are huge, the words are the reason we are how we describe our world, our body or our brain or both. Maybe we change something, but maybe our actions don't happen. But when all three do, and you do it repeatedly, you change. You change your beliefs. So now that's after our sponsors. Let's jump into the heart of today's message. I'm going to talk about today about. Of course, I'm glad you're here, but if you're listening as a stroke patient or thriver, a loved one, a caregiver, you already know that at this time of the year it can feel heavy. There's noise everywhere, lists, promises, intentions, resolutions, pressure to start fresh. But that's not what this space is for. This is a pause, not a push, not a pep talk, just an honest check-in. The kind that respects what kind of year asked of your body, your mind, and your heart. Maybe you have been, it's been a long time, in January, I'll be 16 years after the stroke anniversary. I don't use that a lot, but I do recognize it. But or maybe you had this year, sometime this year, I had a stroke. But anyways, after I had the strokes, time stopped feeling neat. Years didn't wrap themselves up in a nice little bow anymore. They blurred, they stretched, some moments way more than others. That changed how I looked at endings and beginnings because they were different. Believe me, when I had to come to grips with that these strokes were real. Um, but so today I want to offer you 5 questions and not answers. I won't give you answers. I don't know what the answers are for you, but questions on that know how to sit quietly with you. And maybe you don't have answers now, but maybe you have answers and they trickle into you over the next days and weeks, or maybe months. But you don't need to write anything down. You don't need to solve anything, but just notice what stirs when you hear. The first question: what actually mattered this year? So after you filled the calendar, so to speak, um, not what looked productive from the outside. I mean the moments that softened you, that you felt, or strengthened you, or changed how you see yourself. It was a big year for me, but maybe they were for you as well. So ponder them, be with them, and you will find some answers start to percolate up. So for some, it's learning how to ask for help. It's big for me, it still is. For others, it was surviving days that felt impossibly long. That was huge. And for caregivers, it may have been staying when walking away would have been uh, easier. So these moments count, even if no one clapped for them. You understand? All right, number 2. Second question: where did I show up with courage, and where did I pull back? So this isn't about shame. It's about honesty. And courage doesn't always look loud or sound loud. Sometimes it's just making the call that you don't want to make. Sometimes it's resting when every part of you has taught us to push. So, and pulling back doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And the goal here is self respect, not self criticism. So, that's the second question. The third question: what habits quietly shaped my days, and what habits did I start this year? So these are not big goals, the small repeated choices, the habits we use. How do you spoke to yourself when your body didn't cooperate? Um, I learned more about finding small wins this year. How do you treat your energy? Um, when what you reach for when for things when for um, reach for when things felt uncertain. Um, these patterns don't judge you; they just tell the truth about what your days have been asking of you, and they may ask what you want to do differently. So it's important to know. First, notice what habits you have and what habits do you want to change and adapt. All right, the fourth question: what needs to be set down before the new year gets going, begins? A story that no longer fits. Every day we tell our story, maybe it's just the same thing we told ourselves over and over. So, is there a role you have outgrown, an expectation that never yours to carry? Letting go means not giving up. Sometimes it means making room. So that's important. All right, and the fifth question: what am I becoming if I keep living this way? So, not who you were before the stroke. You're your identity has changed. Now, especially if you're a loved one or a caregiver, um, you didn't have a stroke, but you still were affected by the same issue. So, so now not who you think you should be, but who you are now. Who are you becoming? One day at a time. This question doesn't demand a plan; it invites alignment, um, uh, a new story. So before I close, I want to share something gently. You may notice a name shift coming soon, in a few weeks. The stroke folk is growing. In a few weeks, you will hear us called the Stroke Thriver podcast. All right, it's cool, but it's fun because it's a part of our new story, our new identity. But it is better for who we are. So some heart, some honesty, a name that better reflects the strength already here and where we're getting more strong. In this episode, if this episode felt grounding, share it with someone who might need a quieter moment right now. All right, I'll see you next time. In gratitude and grit.